Now, at Taylor3626 has said, if you were in a zombie apocalypse, which 3 pointless celebrities would you want to be your companions, and why? Well, I take my pointless friend Richard. He's not really a pointless celebrity, but you know, why not? Why wouldn't you? In any situation, you're going to want him. I'll take Jedward. I think they count as one between them. Set them onto the zombies, and I think we'd be fine. And Sue Pollard. At Kitty Lala, do you own a pair of mustard cords? No, I don't. I'm afraid I don't. Do you know what? Actually, that's not true. I have had mustard, the colour of some cords I've got, but it's not strictly speaking mustard. You know that sort of slightly dark grey brown. I've got a pair of those. Not in a vibrant mustard though. At Oh My Croft, what inspired you to pursue a singing career so late on? Do you know, actually, I had a singing career when I was. My whole life was a singing career up to the age of about 23. I mean, from about 7 to 23, and I kind of kept it. I kind of kept it going on the sly. I just haven't really done it in public. That's all. But no, I recorded as a classical musician up to the age of 23. At Stibby Boy. Says, do you really need to read the questions out twice? Could possibly fit in more rounds if not. I know. We have to, but we have to do it for the visually impaired, you see. It's important. Otherwise they can't play. Come on, Stibby Boy. It's a bit of patience. At A1, My Love Forever, what's the hardest song for you to record? What was the hardest song for you to record on the albums so far? Probably Kygo, actually, the Firestone, which is the sort of the big magnus opus at the heart of this record, because it just, we had to put lots of different bits of it had to be done separately, and we couldn't really hear what it was all going to be like until we assembled it. But yeah, it's good. At Craley, why did I get such dreadful questions on Pointless a couple of weeks back when I asked you nicely to rig it? Because you didn't pay me enough. At Irish Brummy says, what colour should I paint my living room? Magenta. Oh, come on, that's so obvious. Obviously magenta, Irish Brummy. At Margot J. Milne, how's Ruth? Not well. Not well. Thank you for asking, Margot. Margot J. Milne, what's your personal favourite of the songs on your new album? Hard to say. Fields of Gold I love. Hymn Song makes me cry. High Hopes, I think. High Hopes. I'm going to say High Hopes. I like all of them, to be honest. At Jan HCAFC, what happens to the couples left at the end of a Pointless series? Are they invited back at the end of a... No, they do. They come back. They come back at the beginning of the next Pointless series. We have this weird thing where we have to say goodbye to them. Goodbye, as if we're going to see them the next day. And then it's a year between recordings. And they come back. Maybe they're missing a tooth or they have a dueling scar. We just have to say nothing about it and pretend it all happened overnight. But no, they come back. They come back. At Zander DDD, what was it like meeting Woody Allen on the set of Matchpoint? Do you know I met Woody Allen twice, because I did not only Matchpoint, I did his next terrible film as well, which was called... What's it called? It was called Scoop. It was called Scoop, like the Evelyn Waugh book. It was lovely meeting. He was lovely. I mean, he's a bit of a hero of mine, Woody Allen. Luckily, someone had warned me he doesn't like shaking people's hands, so I nodded, and I think I did that to him. Or perhaps I went, "Hey, Woody!" I didn't know. I just nodded and waved at him, and he liked that. I could tell that he liked that I wasn't foisting my personal hygiene onto him. I think he has a thing about that. Sylla UK at Sylla UK. Have you ever inadvertently given the answer when reading out the questions on Pointless? All the time. All the time. If I have to read something out and there's a blank at the end of it, I mean, you know, I think we've had chitty blank, and I mean, how do you not say bang bang when, anyway, there we are. No, I have. I'm afraid we always have it. And what happens is they then have to reset the board, put a new thing in. It takes about 5 minutes. I've learned not to do it quite as often as I used to. At CricketFool26, who signs the cheque for the Pointless jackpot winners? Why, Richard Osmond, with a huge quill. I don't know. I think it comes from Endemol, probably. At Big Horace, which day do you put the bins out round your way? Thursday. Always Thursday. What is it round your Big Horace? What is it? Not Thursday. It's always Thursday. At Jess Brad says, how long have you known Richard Osmond and how did you meet? Well, we were at university together. I met him kind of probably day 1 or day 2 at university, 1989. Oh, that's a long time ago. Yeah, so nearly sort of 27 years ago. It's quite scary. But yeah, and I've known him. I've known him a long time. He's been an adornment to my life. I have to say, he's such a lovely man, just lovely. I mean, can you imagine how much time we spend together, filming across the series, and never. And I have to say this, with my hand on my heart, never a cross word. We've never even got bored of each other. Maybe he's got bored of me. I've never got bored of him. Anyway, he's great. Anyway, listen, how nice of you. Thank you for sending all these in. It's been lovely getting your questions. I'm sure we'll do this again sometime. So if we haven't answered your question, look out for Ask Xander again, and we'll do it. Cheers.